They tell me I'm the bargain version of Lil Chase Hudson, Morrison, or the lost Paul Rudd's son, Joji, George O'Malley, Frank Sinatra. Are you really 13, 30, 12, and 20? Both are not. I'm getting them serial killer vibes. I'm getting serial killer vibes. I'm getting serial killer vibes. My apologies if all I do is just give you the ick or a host of red flags. It's you like a brick with a face, a physiognomy that echoes iconography, belying a benevolent end. My tongue is falling, spiraling into the abyss, so divine in your eyes and double your is. Maybe I'm the very model of a modern major criminal, a simple ammunition for your novel. I'm getting them serial killer vibes. I'm getting serial killer vibes. I'm getting serial killer vibes. Embodying all of your Freudian.
I'm so happy because I'm a gummy bear, gummy bear. Fucking
Vomiting all of your phobia through pareidolia lies. I carry the torch of culture, divining your thoughts. I'm a roast fearmonger, connecting the dots, showing the course to make an effigy that reeks of epinephrine. Maligning our malevolent head. Maybe you're hiding too many bodies, too many shadows in your mind to pass off with a sigh. And the silence feels like a siren shouting out at active accusations and catastrophes. Some see me as an angel, some see me as a danger, some see me as a way to paint a picture that shows us what you got going inside. It's given Luca Magnotta, it's given Jeffrey Dahmer, it's given Zodiac Killer, Jackie the Ripper, serial killer vibe. Embodying all of your Freudian fears in a fantasy, manically modded on all of me. Vomiting all of your phobia through pareidolia lies. And riling all of your latent deviant pathologies. Bother me, follow me, call me. Conjuring all of your carry-out, carrying blood me right. La da 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 da. La da da da. Why do I feel like a lab rat, pushing the pleasure lever to death and doom scrolling, just zoning in my digital meth. My real life cries, missing everyone that I meet. I trade in thirst trap snaps for real life body heat. So GPT laughs cause the humans are dead, and now I'm only with as much as the prompts in my head. I should feel lucky that I'm walking in the century. I try to smile in denial in my chat GPTSD, cause I'm an absolute pro. I'm an absolute pro now. There's nothing quite like bad news to chase away the blues, to drain my energy and leave me less enthused about life and confused on my moral attitude, sacrificing my emotions at the altar of views. Give me scary headlines to waste away my time, to get me up in arms about the latest hate crime. No longer feeling flying on a cortisol high, the undo the good work of all my SSRIs. I'm dying cause I'm an absolute pro. I'm an absolute pro. Yeah, I'm an absolute pro. I'm an absolute pro now. My riz is bad, feel like a fish out of water. I want my alma mama's cringing bottomless enchiladas. My inner Leo is loose, regaling tailors with dupes. It's giving core, cottage go with Haley B. Juice. Crusty-eyed dogs trip on fluoride stairs with incognito but carrying, getting that boyfriend Aaron. All my squeaky clean girls been scrapping their bill. I'm checks and customer service, but they just read me to filth because I'm an absolute pro. 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 And I'm an absolute pro. I'm an absolute pro now.
Dang it. Everything was ready except the volume slider. Howdy, friends. It's Friday. We made it. We survived the storm and the earthquake this morning. Just in time for Monday's eclipse. We're just getting all of the signs of the apocalypse drawing nigh as we tiptoe towards oblivion here. CB Geek, first one out the gate. Woo! Oh, nope, no woo. Just gummy bears. Nice to see you, friend. HB! That was kind of jarring to catch the end of that right after the ads ended. Not quite sure. Oh, is that maybe the end of the gummy bear? Because I've muted the music, so all we got was the screams. The blood-curdling screams. There was a woo. I made with the woo. Woo! The end. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I had to think about it for a second. All right, well, we're going to be... This is a little unconventional for tonight because tomorrow is a very busy day. I have to get up earlier than I would on a work day because it's audition day. So I have to get to the art center so that we can get the buildings warmed up because they've been sitting without heat all winter, and just get things ready for auditions. So we're not going till midnight tonight. We're probably not even going till 11. We'll see. I need to be able to get some sleep, and then once auditions and everything are done tomorrow, we're going to have Phoenix will arrive at some point tomorrow. I'm still not exactly sure when. I just know he has to leave PA pretty dang early in the morning to catch his bus. Ah, sleep! That's where I'm a Viking! I actually watched that episode today. How do, friendo? But I like conventions. That's where we meet all the cool people who make things and fellow fans of those things. So, but yeah, it's gonna be...
I am Rick
Uh-oh!
the President of the United States!
Chris the Lamp is here. The beard contest finalist himself. Welcome in, sir. Welcome in. Yeah, Chris the Lamp has made it to the finals. Vote, 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 vote.
Chris Lamp just re-enlisted for 41 months. Vote, 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 vote.
Yeah, Trashley, that's what I just said. Yeah, if you want to, if there's a URL link to that page where the thing is people can vote, go ahead and throw that in chat. A beard contest, you say? Yeah, and Lamp is in the final 3. So regardless of how it turns out, he's standing tall and proud in Victory Valley or whatever the bearded equivalent of it is. So, but yeah, share that link if you can. Everyone make sure you vote. I already voted, and I sent you a friend request on Facebook the other... You did? For some reason, like, I'm not getting a lot of notifications. I'll find out things because I'll notice them in my feed, and I just I did not get a notification for them. Let me see. Let me go right to my profile. So you did. Bang. There we go. Come on, Zuck. If you want us to use your website, make it work right. All right, we have pinned that. Lamp has quite the dramatic facial coif. I think I could compete, at least on the lower levels. It is for the company I purchase all my product from. Can't pin their own comments. It's like, what's the point? If you can't, what's the point? But yeah. If you haven't already voted, make sure to go and vote for Lamp. Yeah, you have to go into the page itself and make sure you click on the thumbs up emoji. Because that's how they're doing their tallying. From the I checked, I looked at it like an hour or two ago. I think Lamp's currently in second. It's a free thing they do every year, and it was a battle to make the finals alone. Sadly, I discussed it last night on stream, the negativity that was brought to it. Oh, you're in third right now? Well, we're rooting for you. If we could vote more than once, we would. But yeah, it's a shame that people had to get all negative about it. I mean, it's just a little contest. Come on. People take things way too seriously. But that being said, we are taking this seriously, and we hope you do well. I mean, regardless, you're in the top 3, so that in and of itself is an accomplishment, and better than you did last year. So top 3 out of like 200. Yeah, man, that's great. That's great. That said, we still want you to win. Take that as a W. Absolutely. But yeah, it's I know we usually play Golden Sun on Fridays, but yeah, boy gets into it. And I need to be able to end at a reasonable hour. So, which means we are still going to play Marbs. No worries there. We'll probably jump over like 10:30, 10:40, so that I can peace on out around 11, because we got Phoenix coming into town tomorrow, and I'll be at auditions all day, and I'm slightly apprehensive about the fact that we've had all this snow and everything, only because I'm a have to drive the Prius there in order to actually get there, and it's, making that noise. So I hope it'll be fine. I puttered up to one of the gas stations where I buy my Pain waters before stream, and it's one of those things where, like, you notice it and then you're like, is it getting louder? I don't know. But it's like, it sounds like something is rubbing against something else. It's not constant, but it is regular, and the velocity of it increases and decreases with the speed of the vehicle. It could be a warped rotor. It doesn't sound like a wheel bearing because I've had wheel bearings go bad. This does not sound like that. This is like, it's like, and if you go faster, but it's like, and it's at its worst, but it's at its worst when the wheels, when like we're dead straight ahead. If I'm turning a bit in either direction, that sound stops, and then all I hear is the studded tires. You know, the annoying sound of those. So hopefully it's nothing. It could just be a warped rotor.
Whoa. Chris Amp just shared 3 bits. So on top of the earthquake today and yesterday, a business exploded and it turns out it got hit by a meteor.
What?
A freaking meteor.
Where did that happen? Maybe this really is the end of the world. I don't know. I mean, we've got an earthquake. We've got an eclipse. We got rocks falling from the heavens. Latham, not far from you. Sheesh. Yeah, and there was people up here that were feeling the quake. I didn't feel it, which I was really disappointed about. But people in Burlington did. My family out in central Vermont did. But up here where I live, it was like I was working at that time. I was alert. I was working. Nothing. The only thing I can think of is the town I'm in is, underneath the ground is, in most of the town, is sand. It's a very sandy town. So maybe that just soaked up the vibrations and, the places where they did feel it, or where, like, they're on more stable, sturdy ground or directly into the bedrock or something. I don't know. Well, if it is, at least we can listen to a good REM song while we go out. That's true. It's the end of the world as we know it. That guy must have been really pissed off. That guy must have really pissed off whatever God was paying attention to him that day. Everyone around me did, but I didn't feel it. I don't think I felt it because of how my office is built. That's great. It starts with an earthquake. Just what other like uncommon natural disasters could happen? Not that an eclipse is a disaster, but like, is Yellowstone gonna blow? Is there gonna be a freak volcano coming our way? Should I update my volcano insurance? Typhoon. Those are regular things, though. Those are regular things, like hurricanes and tornadoes. Those are fairly regular. Like earthquakes, not so much. Well, depending on where you are in the world. Because there was another earthquake in Taiwan, which my sister in Japan, she didn't feel that. Like, she's, Japan's in the Ring of Fire. So typhoon equals hurricane. Yeah, it's a Pacific Ocean hurricane. Humanoid typhoon. Vash the Stampede. We'll just get some locusts. Well, we are not far removed from that. We are having 2 different species of cicada emerging this year. Something like 100 trillion cicada are going to be coming out of the ground. And the last time these 2 species emerged at the same time was like in the 1800s. So that's going to be a whole thing as well. There's our pestilence. The $60 billion double dollar man. If Yellowstone is going to explode, if I remember what I saw right, it's been nice knowing. Yeah, pretty much. That's the end of everything. Well, not everything, but like a good chunk of this country initially. And then, with all the ice age it'll plunge us into and everything, then yeah. That's only the Midwest. Yeah, but that's where a lot of our food comes from. So it's going to be like what happened to us in Timberborn a couple weeks ago. Like, the poop water will flow. We won't necessarily die from the poop water, but the drought and famine that follow, yeah, probably gonna do away most of us. When Cali breaks off from the U.S., we'll know it's over with. I mean, the whole West Coast is something like 90 years overdue for a big quake, so I guess we'll see. The Antichrist could ascend to the White House again, and then there it goes. There goes everything. Ah, well. But when I stopped at the gas station where I find my Pain Waters, I found one that's labeled new. But I feel like I've seen this flavor before. So some of you folks out there either maybe set me straight if you know better than me. But so it says new, but it's blackberry mango. Does that seem familiar? It seems familiar. Was it maybe a seasonal flavor at one point? Or maybe it was, or maybe there was like a blueberry mango or something, and I'm just getting some wires crossed in my brain. But there was something mango that I remember being at some point that wasn't just mango. Crystal Lamp says it isn't new. Maybe it's just new in this form factor. Premium blackberry mango seltzer with other natural flavors for depth and complexity. Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe it was one of those seasonal flavors and they just decided to make it year round. Regardless, I like mango and I like blackberry. Came out in 2020, so it has to be news. Well, there we go. There we go then. Or maybe I got a really old ass bottle. Does this have a date on it? December 11th, 2024. It's not expired. Not like that would stop me. But let's get a little crisp on this. It's been a while since we had a nice leader going, so. Oops. Not too much of a hiss there, but. Pretty good. Pretty good. But Sláinte, everybody. Happy Friday. Glad we at least survived the earthquake. And I hope we survive the eclipse. Sláinte. Yeah, that's nice. It's got a very artificial candy sort of taste to it. Well, not the candy itself being, but like a generic berry flavored candy is kind of what this tastes. So yeah, not bad. Not bad. I've seen it with ones that were in bottles only, but then the labels on the cans said new, most likely because they put it into cans as well. Okay, well. Not sure if I've had it in cans or not. I mean, it's pretty good, though. It's pretty good. We'll keep it at that. If this is a new year-round flavor, awesome. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's just going to be the coastal area from San Fran down to LA when that happens in roughly a few million years. Or a few million seconds with how things are going. But yeah, we at least made it another week. What's kind of funny is I have my departmental, like, kind of bi-weekly meeting today where we just, like, go over our tickets and everything and we all get back on the same page about stuff. And we mentioned the earthquake. And my boss was like, what are you talking about, an earthquake? I had a thought this morning about an earthquake, but why are you talking about an earthquake? We're like, dude, there was an earthquake this morning. I guess like he didn't feel the earthquake, but something in the back of his head told him there was going to be an earthquake. So, but yeah. And I also got a couple of days like formally, officially cleared to take off next week. So I'm taking the Eclipse Day on Monday and then Tuesday. So I've got a couple of days, like full days, where with Phoenix here I'll be able to, get into some shenanigans and do some stuff. Then I'll have a couple of days to work, but that'll just give Phoenix a chance to chill out and enjoy himself as well. What movie was that about? Was it Escape from L.A. or am I confusing that with Escape from New York? Yeah, Escape from L.A. Good movie. I saw both of those when I was like 11 or 12, I think. I enjoyed them. It was just like, because I had heard about them, but I don't think I was into, like, I don't think I really got that type of movie. I should rewatch them again. There's a lot of movies I saw when I was young that be nice to go back and revisit. Will you be streaming with Phoenix while he's at your place? It's a movie they should remake. I don't want remade movies. I want new ideas. So many remakes and sequels now. I just don't want to take a chance on a new IP. They're few and far between. But yeah, we will be, I haven't quite figured out how or what, but there will, we'll be doing some, we're going to revisit some of our greatest hits of Eric Don't Eat That with Phoenix, so that he can try some of these things, including the salty licorice and the fish jerky coins and some of those other things. And that'll be fun. And I'll probably set Phoenix up on my gaming laptop so that he can still do his streams as normal. Yeah, as to the format, I don't know what you want to do, but we'll have him set up so that Phoenix can do his regular streams as well. So be lots of fun streaming going on next week. Your take on Roadhouse? Meh. You're talking about the new one, right? Yeah, that's one of those things where like I saw the trailer for it and I was like, why does this need to be made? I mean, sometimes they do it just because if they don't, then the rights to the IP will revert back to whoever owned them originally. So in a lot of these like, why did they make these at all, is literally just because it's for them to hold on to the rights. That's literally it. I mean, that's not in every case, but like good chunk of the time. That's also part of why Sony keeps cranking out Spider-Man movies, because it's in the clause when they bought the rights way back in like 99 that they have to produce that, it has to remain an active IP, and they have to produce content every X number of years. Otherwise, the rights revert back to Marvel. And that was the same thing with the X-Men and other properties that went to Fox. Is if you want these rights, you got to be using them. Don't you know people who make movies stopped with new ideas in the early 2000s when it became cost prohibitive to make anything new? Unfortunately, yeah. I will say Conor McGregor actually did a decent job. He was in that? It shows how much I paid attention to it. I haven't seen it, so I don't have anything specific to say about it other than seeing it in the list and saying to myself, why do we need a remake of this? Or like them remaking The Crow again. I don't know. The one thing at least I know I can count on is Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale have to, until they are dead and gone, there will not be any of that done with Back to the Future. It'll never happen. They've done other things. They've done a comic book. They've done Telltale Games. They did other stuff like that. But like in terms of continuing or rebooting the story, it's never going to happen. Up, down, left, right. Bob Gale has sworn that that's as long as there's air in his lungs, it is not going to happen. The Crow should not have been touched. Absolutely. And it's mainly just because just a respect thing, honestly. Had Brandon Lee not died filming it, I mean, that would have... Who knows? Who knows? But it's just like... The movie exists as like a living memorial. They could have just canned it and revisited it at some point. Just, you know, and let this sit as lost media. That is something they could have done, but they chose to finish it and they chose to put it out. And it really does stand as a testament and a memorial to Brandon Lee. And I know they did sequels and other things like that, and I know this isn't a sequel, it's a reimagining and reinterpretation of the original graphic novel, which is great, and is admittedly a different story than the one that was told in the Brandon Lee movie. And it's worth a read if anyone's never read it. But all the same, it's just like, I don't know. It seems, despite how good the intentions might be, it just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. That said, I will see it. I will reserve final judgment until I see it. But I still just don't think it should have been touched. Crystal Lamp, The Crow should not have been touched. There's no reason to remake that. Just watch the original trilogy again and enjoy it for the 50,000th time. Back to the Future. Yeah, exactly. And even some film scholars are like, Back to the Future Part 1, in terms of like filmmaking, is a perfect movie. Like, it's used in academic settings. Because it, like, how it flows, the pacing, how it was edited, everything like that, it checks all the boxes of what constitutes a perfect movie. And 2 and 3 are still good, but like Part 1 is just like, I'll go back to Part 1 always and forever. Well, that and the internet will revolt, like when it was suggested there was a remake of Princess Bride. Yep. Why would they reboot that? Just watch the movie. It doesn't get better. Or like how, if you look back on the last 2 or 3 years, just how many versions and interpretations of the Pinocchio story there have been. It's kind of wild. There have been so, like, big budget interpretations of the Pinocchio story. Like, come on. And like, Jacob Geller made a video about why the hell are there so many interpretations of the Pinocchio story right now. This was like a year or two ago, but substantiated rumors started popping up that a Princess Bride remake was in the works, and the internet, almost as a complete whole, absolutely revolted at the idea, and it was called off. Even Carrie, I can never pronounce his last name, Elwes, questioned it by saying, "You can't remake perfection." Indeed. Be like if someone rebooted Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I mean, a Jay and Silent Bob movie? Who would pay to see that? But I also think that a lot of these rumors and possible castings and things like that, I think in the last couple of years, some of the stuff that's come out that's leaked or just suddenly shown up and is circulating on social media is the people wanting to do these things sort of planting that idea in the public just to gauge what the reaction would be in terms of like casting people in certain parts or optioning a certain story. Like, well, what if we were to try doing rebooting Princess Bride? What would people think about that? It would be, oh yeah, I read that. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those, it's a double-edged sword. I know, because it costs so much money to actually make a movie, even a low-budget movie. It costs a lot of fucking money, unless you're someone who really knows what they're doing and you're able to do it on a shoestring, but you're still looking at several $100,000 to do even a low-budget movie. But like the average budgets now, even for like low-budget Hollywood, is like what, 20-30 million for like a low-budget Hollywood movie. And yeah. But I think it is finally pushing back. I think there is finally some pushback on the fact that people are just sick of the same thing, the same ideas and the same rehash stories. And I mean, case in point, the absolutely unnecessary fifth Indiana Jones movie. That did not need to happen. I know it spent like a decade in production hell, and they spent like what, $300 million on it, and it barely cracked 100. Like, so much money lost on that. But who wanted that? Look at Super Troopers 2 as an example. Everyone kept going, we want a sequel, come on! Then it got crowdfunded in like 2 days. But then along those same lines, I don't think Super Troopers 2 was that good. I think people wanted it so bad, but there wasn't much left to the idea. I don't know. It wasn't. That was the issue. And now I've seen a couple of the Broken Lizard guys posted things that got posted on TikTok, like talking about and some of the stuff that's being worked on, and there's been mention of Super Troopers 3, and it's like, well, again, why? Clearly you didn't really have anything to say in the second one. But like those guys, like there's a lot of talent in that troupe. And they're one of those, and they can, explore new stories. But I don't know. Of course, but then there's, I think the big clamor for Broken Lizard now is like everyone wants Weed Fest, the sequel to Beer Fest, which was cheekily teased at the end of Beer Fest, which I don't think they had any intentions on pursuing. But I mean, they teased the fact that that Willie Nelson would be in it because he was there at the end of Beer Fest. I mean, he's what, 91 now. So if it's something they're gonna do, you kind of gotta hurry up and do it, because I mean, Willie's in his 90s. I mean, he's still touring, he's still doing the thing, but he ain't gonna be around forever. Statistically, he shouldn't be around now. Indiana Jones was just an attempt to make up for the fourth one. The only thing it did was close out the story. But even then, it tested so badly that they ended up having to go back and reshoot a lot of it and stick in another ambiguous, is this really the end ending? And I know Harrison Ford he's in his 80s. Dude just can't do it. And that's fine. But if anybody with half a brain thinks that Hollywood is gonna leave an unfinished second trilogy, it ain't gonna happen. They're not gonna leave it at 5. There's going to be, at some point, there's going to be a sixth one. I don't know in what capacity or in what way, because then there can be the 2 Indiana Jones trilogies. Leaving it at 5 just makes absolutely no sense for Hollywood, and especially for Lucasfilm. Indiana Jones needs less Ford and May. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's your 6th movie. Bring back Short Round, have him sort of lead the adventure, and then put Indy into the old man role that Sean Connery played. He doesn't even have to be in the whole movie. You could even just make him the MacGuffin. Make Indiana Jones the MacGuffin. He's been kidnapped. He's somewhere. Where is Indy? We don't know. Where's Indy? We have to find him. So you can do that. You can do the whole nostalgia baiting and everything. Going back to different locations. You see other people from the past. And then, have Short Round lead the way. And we eventually track down Indy. And, there can be some good scenes there. And then much like his insistence in coming back to Star Wars, like, give him a good death. Because I also think that was a big mistake in the 5th one, is not, if they wanted it to be the end, they needed to kill Indiana Jones. It just had to happen. I think that might have been one of the things in a previous version, because the whole thing was, what's her face? His niece? Was that his niece or his goddaughter? That's what it was. She was like, in the previous version, like, she quite literally took the hat and the whip and became the new Indiana Jones, and everybody hated that. Because it makes no sense. It's stupid. But yeah. But it's also easy to, armchair quarterback this stuff and be like, well, what they want, if I want to make a good movie, all they gotta do is... But I don't know. I just think it can't be left on 5. Then there's, because it was for up until the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, it was always the Indiana Jones trilogy, and then it was Indiana Jones 4. But they're gonna make so it's a second trilogy, and now it's like, oh no, 5 is the last one we're gonna do. There's never gonna be more. I think it's just that sort of thing now. Oh, this is the end. You better go. Just like how George Lucas was like, oh, episode 3, that's the last one. There's not going to be any Star Wars after that. He penned a sequel trilogy, and he gave it to Disney when he sold them his company, and they didn't want anything to do with it. Which, again, like, I've read the stuff that George Lucas wanted to do for the sequel trilogy, and it kind of reads... It's not, it wouldn't have been much better than the sequel trilogy we got, in all honesty, but it was at least different. He penned 12. It was 12. Because it was supposed to be, it was supposed to continue with the Skywalker and the Solo children. But I'm conflicted. Was Rocky Balboa the end of the Rocky franchise, or is it technically Creed 2? I don't know. Honestly, I don't think I've seen a Rocky movie the whole way through. I don't know. A lot of Sylvester Stallone movies, they were never really my cup of tea. And yeah, no one in my family was really into them either, so I don't know. In theory, you could say Creed 2 was. Nah, just let him teach, let the adventure be a flashback for an old-aged university professor or something. Make it his retirement party or something. Yeah, something like that. But I think with him, if you leave Indy alive, then there's always that potential that he'll pick up the hat and the whip again. And maybe that's why they went back and left that last one like that, is, oh, you never know. You never know. Just like how in professional wrestling, it's never say never. And how Terry Funk spent 30 years retiring. But, oh, Star Wars, yeah, there's more than enough material / story written to keep the franchise going for a long time. Yeah, exactly. Like, and not just the stuff Lucas wrote, like the whole now not canon, but some of it is extended universe and all this other stuff. Like there's like 1,000 years worth of Star Wars material out there, both official and non. But the last Rambo movie was almost a throwback to the first one. I don't know, maybe I'll check them out at some point. I'm sure I'll recognize a lot of the references. There's so much because the books covered so much as well for Star Wars. Yeah, exactly. And there's also like there's a whole like thousands of years worth of stories in this galaxy far, far away. And in that regard, like, you can kind of keep cranking stuff out, but as long as you're not just rehashing the same stories like J.J. Abrams did, use the source material to tell new stories with new characters instead of just building another Death Star, you can kind of keep it going. But as long as they continue to try to remake A New Hope, then I mean, I'll watch them. Who am I kidding? But new ideas. We need new ideas. The last thing I want to do, I don't remember the last time I went to the movies super jazzed and super excited to see a remake. I think it was the most recent time that they've rebooted Halloween. I think that was the last time I was like, okay, I think I want to check this out. Truth be told, like, that first one was pretty good. But then, like, oh my god, that second one was so bad. And the most recent ones, the ones that oh fuck, what's his name? It's gonna drive me nuts. The ones that Danny McBride had a hand in. Fucking Danny McBride. There was the Rob Zombie one's kind of like exist in its own offshoot. Well, now you've got Jon Favreau and how do you pronounce that guy's name? Esposito invested in some of the new stories with Mando and Boba Fett shows, which are fantastic. And apparently, at least I saw on social media today that they're officially, like, it's officially on the calendar that they're doing the Mandalorian and Grogu movie now. Like, it's got a release date. I think it's in 2026. So they've been killing it with the Star Wars TV shows. They both love the process of film. They've taken their big fat Iron Man and Breaking Bad bankrolls to get creative control over a kick-ass series. Could you imagine if they were, hey, let's go back and remake the Fast movies? There's already 11. We don't need any more. I don't know. Waddy might disagree with you there. Waddy likes the Fast movies. But it's so wild. I mean, where that franchise is now, like, in terms of the story that they're telling. Like, you go back to the first movie, it's about a group of people who drive fast cars in order to steal VCRs. And now they have, what, superpowers and they're in space? Like, what? Anya! Nice to see ya, Anya! The only Rob Zombie movie I've watched is House of a Thousand Corpses, and from what I've heard, it's the only one worth watching. I mean, there's a certain aesthetic to a Rob Zombie movie. And you kind of, at this point, you can kind of go into a Rob Zombie movie knowing what you're going to get. They all kind of have the same vibe. I'm a bit more positive than indifferent to it, but like, it's also kind of forgettable in a way. There's just, I don't know. I like them, but I liked them way better when they were car enthusiasts instead of secret agents. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind the movies because of the story they tell. Keeps it interesting. I mean, at this, it's kind of like, okay, well, what are they going to do now? Just because it's so, like... Hey there, popping in to give loves and hugs to all. I'm in YouTube land. All right, no worries. Nice to see you, Anya. We're not doing a whole stream anyway, because I have a very long day tomorrow, and that means... And I have to get up, like, 2 hours earlier than I would normally get up on a work day. So we're gonna be Marbin probably around 10:30, so that I can peace out around 11, so I can try to get some okay sleep tonight. On top of the earthquake that we had today and everything else. A Rob Zombie movie appeals to a certain crowd, but he's only done one sequel to a movie, which is Halloween 2. Forgettably formulaic. Anya loved the Fasts too, until the death, and then it went strange. Yeah, I think the last one that I actually watched. I mean, I'm way off the path with those. I just know what I've picked up along the way. But like the last one I saw, like all the way through, might have been the fourth one. In all honesty, it's been a hot minute. I mean, they did drive off the Hoover Dam. Is this a goddamn? The first three were pretty enjoyable. Yeah, like I liked going back to the first two just to like have something mindless to watch. It was kind of like a movie version of a video game in a way, just like the cars driving near, and like how many dozen times they would shift in a race. Like every time the camera would cut back, it would be another shift. Enjoy the YouTubes and try not to fall too far down that rabbit hole. You're telling me I totally get sucked in. But like, along those lines, like, it's kind of like they're using the Fast and Furious name to then tell these others, because like if you took those names off it, some of these later movies, like they standalone independent things that have nothing to do with the whole rest of the story, and even branch into a new IP, but like they're kind of shackled to the fact that they've got the Fast and Furious name attached to them. Need for Speed Underground series was basically built around that aesthetic. Very 90s tuner. Oh, I fucking love those games. The first one was great, but the second one was just excellent. So good. I think I may have way back in my early Twitch days, I think we may have done a couple of Need for Speed Underground streams. Maybe we could bring that back as a nice, because it's been a while since we've done like legit, like on console retro gaming. Golden Sun doesn't really count because we're playing it on the Switch, but I enjoyed Need for Speed Underground. My favorite in the series was the original Need for Speed Most Wanted. That's the one that came out after Need for Speed Underground 2. That came out after, and that's the one where the cops would chase after you, right? I didn't own that one, but like I got hundreds of hours out of Need for Speed Underground 2. And I also love the fact that in Need for Speed Underground 2 I had my real life car in that game, and that was just an absolute blast. I had because I had the Tiburon in there, and I did all the things to my in-game Tiburon that I could never afford to do to my real life one. But they were great. The soundtracks introduced me to the soundtracks were fantastic. Yeah, Most Wanted was right after 2. Yeah, they're great games. Great game. The fantastic music. And I think it was, and Static X had like the title track in the first one. And that did huge things for their career as a band. The correct order to watch the Fast franchise. Oh, here we go. Is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Did you listed 2 there twice. Well, I think one of those is supposed to be 3. Okay, so it's supposed to be 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 7, 8, Hobbs and Shaw, 9, 10. Is that like the chronological order? Oh, that's the second 2. Oh my god. That's the second one. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 3, 7, 8, Hobbs and Shaw, 9, 10. There we go. Third time's a charm.
Excellent!
1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 3, 7, 8, Hobbs and Shaw, 9 and 10.
Waddy!
Welcome in, Waddy. We're talking about movies and such, and we're just currently on the Fast franchise, among other things. They're supposed to do another Hobbs and Shaw movie as well. I'm just lurking because I just got out of a high school production of Shrek the Musical. How was it? I haven't seen the whole show. I saw the Tonys teaser, and I've heard a couple of the songs off it, but I haven't seen it. Some of the places around, it's been done here, or like around here a few times in the last few years. They cast a girl as Donkey, and she fucking ruled. Awesome. Battery! It's late for me, so I can't stay. Just wanted to pop in to say hi to everyone. Well, thank you for popping in, and thanks for saying hi. Nice to see you. Always enjoy a quick hello. But nice to see you. Tony says, they're great! It was a banner fucking year at the Tiger House. Old man grabs me by the shirt. He says, smoke up, Tony. They're great. Getting our greetings in there. CBG. Correct. Battery. But yeah, for those who are just joining us, whether you can stay or not, we're just we're having a little short chats stream tonight, not our typical Golden Sun stream, only because I have audition day tomorrow. I got to get up bright and early to make sure I can get down to the theater with sufficient time to heat up the buildings, which have sat basically empty with no power, no heat all winter, and just be ready for auditioners to arrive. And then I'll be down there for the day, and then we got Phoenix coming into town here later in the day, so that'll be awesome. So Phoenix will be here in time for WrestleMania Night 1. So we're gonna have a pretty action-packed tomorrow. So I gotta try to get to bed before midnight tonight. So we got about 35 minutes or so. Around 10:30, we're gonna jump in and play some Marbs, and we're probably gonna be peacing out, raiding out. Around 11, or as soon as Marbs are done. I think the girl who played Donkey should just go to Broadway and inform them that she's there. Then they should shower her with offers. That's great. Ooh, audition day. You might put Night One Mania in your Discord.
Get back to work, you slacker.
VMDBUD.
All right, Crystal Lance redeeming Guide the Raid to the Buds. All right. If the Buds are still on by the time we're peacing out, then heck yeah, we will raid on over there. He's doing an impromptu 24-hour stream. Okay. One of these days I'll do one. Audition day, casting couch, same thing, right? Not quite. Especially since, like, some of the people I need to audition for are teenagers. So that's definitely not a thing that's going to happen. Oh, my God. Another 24-hour stream. I mean, I got through that 12-hour stream I did pretty well. And I, in all honesty, could have kept going. But I think maybe at some point, like, in spring before my summer season picks up, maybe I'll do it somewhere in there. Maybe I'll take a day off of work and sit down and map out what we're going to do. And maybe I'll try to do one of the games I know pretty well. I'll try to do just a straight run of it. We'll see. We'll see. There's things we can do. He's trying to beat the climbing game that came out. You took my perfectly reasonable adult erotic reference and somehow managed to make it dirty. That's what I do. And for those that are just joining us, apparently Polar slapped new on this flavor that is not actually new. But it's good. Blackberry mango. It's pretty tasty. It's got a nice like artificial berry candy flavor to it. But yeah, Phoenix will be here. I think he'll be here for about a week. So we'll be having some fun shenanigans on our streams, and I'll have a setup in place so that if Phoenix wants to stream on his regularly scheduled days, he can. Or if he wants to do other things, just, he can. We're gonna do a revisit to some of the greatest hits or greatest misses in terms of some of the Eric Don't Eat That's that we've done, like who could forget the Nordic Snack cod jerky bites that we did. Or the salt licorice and a couple other things. It's called a difficult. Yeah, that's what it's called. A difficult game about climbing. Are they even good still? So these are like the equivalent of beef jerky. Like these are like built to last. And even then, the date on them is this coming July. So regardless, yes, they're still good. Oh God, oh. I waved them around. Now I can smell them. Oh, that'll be fun. Beef jerky is only fresh for a year, per Jack Links. Dehydrated stuff lasts just about. Yeah, and if you store it properly, and this is in its same bag, and it's still got the desiccant pack in it, so it should be fine. I mean, it was never super great to begin with, but time for the Hall of Fame. Oh, the WWE Hall of Fame. Yeah, we are in the thick of WrestleMania weekend. So, yeah, we'll have some fun, and I'm taking Monday and Tuesday off work, so Monday we can enjoy the eclipse. Maybe one of us will pop a stream up there I've got some like sun-safe film. I'm gonna see if I can't if that'll work on one of my cameras. Could be interesting. It might lose its flavor after a while, but like Eric said, if stored right, it lasts a really long fucking time. Yeah, exactly, and that's why it's survival food. Without moisture, and usually with the addition of salt, like it's generally more likely to go off because like a critter gets into it than it actually spoiling. But like light, it's light and moisture are pretty much the two things that are gonna ruin it for you. I was expecting David Hasselhoff. Huh? I've been largely avoiding wrestling this week. Been kind of down/depressed about not being in Philly like I had hoped, and tried to plan. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Mice are not getting into the COD. Thank COD. Oh, Hoff, Hall of Fame. Okay. I get what you were saying. The Hoff. Yep. Well, sorry you've been down. Yeah, definitely would have been awesome to go to be in Philly for Mania weekend. But there's, as they say, there's always next year. I'm not, have they said where next year is going to be yet? I thought I heard something about like Minnesota. I guess it's a weird place to have a Mania. They haven't. Okay. Rumor is Minnesota, though. Okay. Yeah, it's one of those things I'd like to do at once in my life. I think it'd be cool to go to. It'd be cool to go to Mania. I know Lamp is gone. I mean, I got Sting's final match on my on my list checked off. So. Oh, if it is the Twin Cities, I will definitely be there. It's only 2.5 hours away from you. Heck yeah. Motown Philly back again? Not quite. Not quite. I now need to go to a Royal Rumble. Or an Elimination Chamber. That was a fun one. I still think it's wild that, like, that's the first event I went to was the Elimination Chamber. But yeah, Rumble would be fun. I also almost forgot that, if you remember back to like, oh God, it was a month ago that I had my Puerto Rico adventure and everything else. I can't believe it's been a month. With that fiasco with my flight that kept getting delayed because the fuel fell out of it, and I was given a flight voucher there. It's either the end of this month or the end of next month that I have to use that. So I don't know. I may have to find some random place to go in the next month or so, because otherwise I'm just leaving money on the table. Fuel is an important component to stay in the plane. Yes, it is. It really is. And the authorities don't like it too much when all of it just falls out onto the tarmac. That causes a bit of a problem. At this point, somewhere without snow. I know, right? Maybe I should just turn around and go back to Puerto Rico with some good sunscreen. I mean, and then also maybe I should, because I left the hotel I stayed at, the neat hotel. I posted reviews and everything, and they sent me a 20% off code for my next stay, like to thank me for writing the really nice review for them. And it was pretty cheap place to begin with, but like to get an extra 20% off that, like, heck, maybe I should just go back, do the exact same trip, but maybe for a little longer than 36 hours. I would totally do that again. I would totally do that. Just fill the pool with sunscreen and swim. Why would I go to Puerto Rico and swim in a pool? when there's a whole ocean right there. Calling all oceans. Oh, that's very nice. But I know they're different things. They're different things. But yeah, I've been mainly down because this would have been my second Mania weekend, and it's the best time I get all year to see my wrestling friends. Oh yeah, that is a bummer. That is a bummer. I'm sorry to hear that, HB, but here's hoping again. Here's hoping for next year, and for next year to be close to where you are to make it even easier. And who knows, maybe me or Lamp or some combination of us Twitch friends could make the journey out as well. Heck yeah! Yeah, I gotta... Well, now I'm curious how long I have on that. Let's find out. All right. Travel must be booked within 90 days of the date of... Oh, 90 days. Okay, so I got... And it was issued March 4th. So I got 60 days. So I got another 2 months. So between now and like the first week of... Like the first week of June. Okay. I'll think of something. I mean, I could use that as an excuse also to do the whole as far as Frontier will fly trip I've kicked around as well, which I believe is Costa Rica. I think it's the furthest they go. I mean, because it's there and I could go. Why not? Shrug. I mostly swim in pools because the near oceans are like Boston, where it could be 1 billion degrees outside. The ocean's still fucking... Yeah, I know. But I mean, that never stopped me. But like, I mean, but going someplace like, you know, someplace Caribbean, like the ocean is just so damn nice. But then, you know, you'd have to wash the salt off and everything. But it's just, I don't know. I prefer it. Though I did swim in the Bahamas. That shit is so clear, so nice. It's like a different ocean. Yeah, exactly, like that. Like, I mean, I'll swim in the ocean in Maine and such where it's cold as balls. But like, it does not compare. It does not compare to the nice, warm, near the equator ocean. I just have to be smarter about my sunscreen. But like, even then, like, I'm still like freaking pale. The Caribbean Ocean is just so different, not because of the temperature, but how clear it was. Yeah, absolutely. It gets kind of murky up here. There's also part of what I like about Lake Willoughby here in Vermont is it's also super clear like that, but it's also always fucking cold like the ocean because it's so deep and narrow. Because it's like the shape of it is like this. There's mountains on either side. It's like a loch. I mean, it was formed the same time as the lochs in Scotland, so it's like it's very deep and it's very cold. It's like 400 and something feet deep. Second deepest lake in Vermont. They even got a good rum punch, like everywhere. Even the Gulf of Mexico is different. I remember that being very murky and dark. Probably all the oil. Bahamian dark rum and Bahamian banana rum are pretty fantastic. Just rum in general. It's just like... It just fits the whole vibe. Yeah, I'll have to think about where I'm gonna go. It would be nice to go back to someplace warm, of course. Just the fact that, jeez. On the plus side, this storm that rolled through wasn't all that bad as compared to what they were saying, because they were initially saying like up to 2 feet of snow, which is absolutely horrific. But here in my town, I think we got like 7 or 8 maybe. But it's like it's been pretty well warm and rainy as well, so a lot of it is already melting and going away. Most rums that are just rum are really hard liquor. Bahamian dark rum and banana rum are left sweet but will still fuck you up. Yeah, they'll sneak up on you. They really will. Yeah, you took the brunt of it over where you live before sending it off your way. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that. I mean, I'm sure the mountains here got more of the snowfalls, but like where I am, we tend to miss. We don't really get the big snowfalls. I don't know if it has to do with Lake Champlain keeping the valley a bit warmer than the mountains, but I mean, it's fine by me. It's fine by me. But the fact I have to drive up into the mountains tomorrow, meaning I have to take my Prius, which I really don't want to drive much until I can get it looked at, but I have no choice because I ain't driving the Genesis up there. The interstate there would be fine, but then driving up the hills and then the single lane dirt roads to the theater, they're going to be in horrible shape with how all this moisture plus how warm it's been. Like we've been in mud season for like a month. It's nuts. So I'm just hoping to be able to make it there. Pray for your Prius. Indeed. I topped off the gas tank just in case. I saw that where I am, how much snow that was gotten was dependent on the elevation, because there's a lot of hills and valleys here in the driftless region. Practice your rally driving with the Genesis. No. with like, if it wasn't for that last mile of dirt roads, but like this time of year, they get so bad, they get so rutted, like, and the Genesis is so low to the ground. I get stuck in an instant, and I would not be able to get out. Starts going up the hill, and bam, tire goes flying off. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't put that evil on me. The tops of the hills got like a foot of snow, yet the valleys only got a couple inches. It's kind of like how it was here too. I think the elevations got the snow, but it means the ski resorts could. Some of them, I think, reopened for one last hurrah because they had already closed, and I think some of them are able to, get a couple more days out of their season. I know Rickshaw Tom went skiing today, but yeah, it was a weird winter all around. It was a weird winter. I'm just ready for spring. Winter had its chance. And then also, we found out that part of our access road to the theater, another sinkhole opened up, but this sinkhole is not on our land. It's on land owned by another organization that has been stirring up a lot of bad blood with our organization. I mean, they're legally required to maintain it so we can have access to our property, but like it's one of these things, like really like. I mean, we aren't having auditions at our theater anyway. We're having it in our art center in the village, fortunately. But like, as it stands right now, we can't get there. And we have no idea of knowing when they're going to make those repairs. So we're starting off our season on a really questionable foot. I mean, if it comes down to it, we may have to just perform our shows in the piano hall. I mean, I'll make it work if we have to. That would kind of suck though. But we'll see. And I keep checking in on my I keep checking in on my cameras as a gauge to how much of the snow is melted. 725.
And I just wanted a fucking Mexican pizza.
Phoenix!
There to work. To
Keep the fucking lobby open.
And I don't want to eat a Mexican pizza in my car.
It smells like shit.
But it tastes delicious.
Howdy, Phoenix! Counting down the hours till your departure, I'm sure. But like, this is what this is my live view of one of my security cameras. Still snow up there. It's not really melting, and you can still see snow falling as well. Oh well. Been packing and cleaning all day. Called out today to do so. That's Corey. Yeah, but it's one of my 3 cameras. But yeah, the way down past our gate where the road is not ours is where it's washed out, and as it stands, we can't get up there. I mean, you could walk all the way up, but like, just a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass. What's with all the white shit, bro? It snowed for like an hour yesterday here, mostly rain, nothing stuck. Yeah, you were closer to that earthquake. A lot of people, I didn't, but a lot of people up here felt it. What was it like where you are? Maybe it was the day before. The days are blending together. I haven't been sleeping well recently. On the plus side here, like I think it's raining right now, or what is it? Yeah, it's 35, and it was raining, so a lot of the snow, at least here in my town, is melted, and I didn't have to do too much cleaning off of my cars because the rain took care of it, but didn't know there was an earthquake until this. Yeah, it was epicenters in New Jersey. It was like a 4.8, and people were feeling it all the way up here in Vermont. Like a bunch of my family members did, and some friends in Burlington did. I didn't hear, unfortunately. I wish I had. I was awake when it happened, but you thought they were moving big equipment around. Yeah, it's crazy how like some people were like, like the pictures were shaking on the walls and it was like, and some people were like, oh yeah, I just thought a truck was going by. But I think, again, I mentioned this near the top of stream, but I think it has more to do with like the ground under your feet and what's in it. And I think here where I am, there's a lot of sand, and I think whatever vibrations came up this way just got soaked up by that sand. That's just my guess. I don't know. I would ask what Jersey did to piss off the gods, but I mean, it's Jersey, so that's self-explanatory. That's true. That's true. Classic Jersey.
Whoa. Mayor Bear Panda Booty just cheered 1 bits. Swiggity swooty.
Swiggity swooty. Mayor Bear backing up that booty. Nice to see you, nice to see you, my dear. Did you feel that earthquake this morning where you are? Shook for a good 15 seconds. Yeah, anytime an earthquake is hit where I am, like this was the first one in a long time where I wasn't just asleep when it was happening. I was up. I was working, I was sitting in front of my work laptop. Nothing. Until I started seeing people posting on social media like, did you feel that just now? Was that an earthquake? And I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? If it reached you, you must have slept through it. This morning, it was probably sleeping then. Yeah, it was like between 9 and 10, I think. It was relatively early. Didn't think much of it till I was seeing the pings on Facebook. Yeah, it's wild. We have a freaking earthquake right in the same, just about in the same region that we're going to be experiencing totality for any clips in a couple of days. It's just, yep. Pings. That's all that was on my Facebook for like 2 hours. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. We've got a huge fault line. It's just relatively inactive. Yeah, that's an advantage to being pretty well in the middle of the North American plate. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles. Yeah, we got like, oh wow, 10:20. Well, we've been having some good chats. So yeah, about 10-15 minutes, we're going to jump on in and we're going to start our Marbs for the night. Because this is going to be early. Because your boy, like I said, has got to get his sleep. Because I got to get up at like, I mean, realistically, I probably should get up at like 7, maybe 7:15. So I have sufficient. I packed most of my stuff in the car tonight, so at least that's done. I like to, shower, shave, and shit. So be ready for that. And then my hour drive there, and then setting up heaters and everything to bring the space up to a reasonable temperature. And I'm just hoping I can freaking get there through the muddy roads and the snow and everything. That's what you're doing? Going to bed at a reasonable hour so you can get up stupid early? Same with HB's area. The Mississippi River is on a fault line. Last time it had any activity was in the 1880s when an 8.8 earthquake happened in Missouri. Changed the course of the river and even caused it to flow backwards for a short time. Wow. Zen 5 leaks say it's shaping up to kick ass. Gonna drop Q2. Heck yeah. Oh, you're going to Columbus, Ohio for the weekend to see a friend. Nice. Well, drive safe, Mayor Bear. I hope you enjoy yourself. Gonna pack everything in the car tonight. That's a good plan. I packed up everything except my my camera bag and my backpack, my laptops in it. Everything except the expensive stuff. I'm not gonna leave that in the car overnight. I'd never sleep. I'd be too worried about it. But should be good. Should be good. And I made sure to pack my scripts so I can actually hand them out because it'd be beneficial to be able to give people scripts. I was a little worried I wasn't going to get them. I ordered my initial set of proofs. They showed up in like 3 days. And then I signed off on those and I ordered my 15 regular scripts. And those took like over 2 weeks. Ugh. I was getting a little nerve-wracked. They showed up on Tuesday, I believe. Tuesday or Wednesday. So, kind of cutting it close, but at least I got them. You can't just use a work group printer. I mean, I couldn't to do this on a work group printer. Like, print an actual book. Scripts? Who needs those? Just make all the auditioners improvise the play. It'll be different every night. If the scripts didn't show up, that's where you just go, hey, you, act. Oh, that's a bit thick. Yeah. Yeah, well, that was last year's script. If they weren't all packed in the car, I'd show you I'd show you this one. This is actually a full length, I think 124 pages, I believe. Something like that. But yeah, got my scripts. always a good feeling. Ah! Eric divided by 0. No script. Give him an improv prompt with a background and go. All right, so I'm going to take a quick bathroom break here. Maybe grab another drink as well, because we are. It is just about Marb time. So, calling all. For everyone that's not currently deaf, I'm going to try that again.
Calling all Marb stars. Calling all Marb stars. It's time to play Marbles on Stream. So make sure to bring those Marbs up to the service desk and plop them down on the corner. Bring those Marbs up to the service desk and plop them down on the counter, please, so that we can get ready to roll. Calling all Marb stars. Calling all Marb stars. We're going to get ready to roll. The audience is now deaf. What? Can't hear you. What did you say? I can't hear you. I am now deaf.
All right. But yes, calling all Marb stars. We're going to roll. But for now, we're going to take a very quick bathroom break. So it is pee-pee time. We will BRB.
No one sees, no one knows why
Furry balls plopped menacingly on the table.
things we own or how they get up in them. Don't look now, we're surrounded by clowns. Eyes they smile, but the mouth they all frown now. Big balloons and they're laughing out loud. Eyes are black and their noses are red and brown. Never mind, we let them go. No one cares, so it goes. It's understood. Open, close, all good things end up in cats fall out of the trees in this town. Always land with their paws on the ground. Nowhere to run when there's blood in the hound. Ask me then, but the dogs are here now. Lazy days, but we'll hunker down soon. Far away like the holes in the moon. Lucky day, but too fickle to try. Types of toys that make them giggle then cry. Lazy day, sticky stumble in view. Held together till we tumble into. Cats they land with their paws on the ground. Bread always lands with the butter side down. How's about them holes in the moon? When it orbits low, we could reach up to harvest cheese and retrieve all our things back from them.
Forgot again. Exclamation point play! It was going to be so smooth, too. It was going to be so smooth. Just as smooth as those marbs you're going to plop on the service desk. Exclamation point play. Let's get those marbs on the board. It's time to roll. Seema! Welcome in, Seema. Exclamation point plat. So I know I probably asked you this on Tuesday, Phoenix, but roundabout what your leaving and arrival times are slated to be. Because I think with our audition schedule, I should, depending on when you're supposed to arrive, I should be able to pick you up no problem. As opposed to finagling Rickshaw Tom to take care of it. Oh shoot! I forgot to remind everyone that of the custom Marb skins that you. Oh, Anya May remembered though. Anya May remembered. So for your next races, exclamation point play, and then you can do 2 for Space Cat, 3 for Krabby Cakes, 4 for the Purple Demon, 5 for Yeetsa Pizza, or 6 for just bald and smooth. All right, we got 7 Marbs on the board. We got 7. I know Waddy was giving us a lurk. But I don't know. Do we... We need a hero! I don't know if we've got one, though. We got Crystal Lamp, HB, myself, Mare Bear, CB Geek, Seema, Phoenix, and Anya May. We got one more Marb Star out there who wants to roll. That'll open up the coveted 8th place position and the possibility of hat tricks. So we'll give a minute or so. Where the heck did I put my drink? Yeah, I need to finish this one, don't I? Slacho. Ah. But aside from 2 days worth of 2 nights, I guess, worth of WrestleMania to watch. Anybody else doing anything fun this weekend? Mare Bear, of course, said going to visit a friend. We have 8 already. We do. Oh, no, we do. Did somebody sneak on in there when I wasn't paying attention? Well, let's do roll call again and see. We got Crystal Lamp, HB, myself, Mare Bear, CB Geek, Seema, Phoenix, and Anya May. Yeah, I don't know. Someone may have sneaked in there when I wasn't looking while we were doing roll call. You leave there at 4:45, arrive here. Oh, yeah, that should be perfect. Yeah, that should be perfect. I believe our auditions, I don't think we'll be there later than like 1. We'll see. But yeah, that gives me an hour to get home and switch vehicles and empty out the car. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be more than fine. Perfect. And then we'll have then we'll be able to grab some food and some drinks and come back and settle in for night 1 of WrestleMania. It's going to be pretty awesome. Speaking of pretty awesome, though, we're going to roll on race number 1. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. Getting through that preliminary drop there. We need a little more exciting music to play. I'm going to try to do a couple of things at once here. Tunage. There we go. That's more like it. Oh, what are these? Oh, there's some kind of cube. All right, looks like HB's leading the way. We got Seema, though, going the other direction. Phoenix chasing HB. Seema going off on your own. Oh, but CB Geek and myself are following Seema. Looks like we might have a close race here. World record here, 2 minutes, 10 seconds. HB with a very slight lead over Seema. We got a pointy swing here. Might do some damage, might not. Wacky Waving Inflatable Arm Flailing Tube Man does nothing, as does that pile of Family Jewels. Actually, no, that stumbled up Phoenix and Mare Bear. It's still HB and Seema leading the way. Very little distance between them as we go into this Dimetap flavored Twizzler. Oh, HB, though, getting a boost from that Dimetap grape flavor. Building a little bit of... Oh, no, Seema's still rolling there. But HB holds on for one more day. Seema, though, really making it a race. Here comes Lamp, though, into third out of nowhere. Your boy in fourth. What if all the potential actors show up and they're all seriously effing good and you have a hard time figuring out who to cut? Well, fortunately, a lot of... since this is show number 4, a good chunk of my cast is like they're just continuing the roles that they've been playing for years. With a couple of big parts I have to recast because the actors aren't coming back. But we'll see. We shall see. We actually got a pretty good group of brand new people coming to audition, which has been a while. And Seema with the upset, stealing that W. Your boy second, HB in third after a great run, but HB stumbled there. Crystal Lamp fourth, Anya May fifth, CB Geek in sixth, Mare Bear seventh, and Phoenix stealing that overall eighth. But Waddy's not here to how dare you. Will a member of the pact step up? Bam! Coming back, I leave there at 5:13 a.m. and arrive at 7:05 p.m. Not bad. Not bad. Anya May, how dare! That how dare, of course, directed at Phoenix for stealing that overall eighth. All the eighth are belong to me, says Phoenix. Oh, we're having some turmoil here in Waddy's absence. But we had Seema with the W, your boy second, HB third, Crystal Lamp fourth, Anya May fifth, CB Geek sixth, Mare Bear seventh, and Phoenix with the overall eighth. Let's move on to race number 2, Electric Boogaloo Frozen Racing Stairway. Exclamation point play! Oh, we got Rickshaw Tom jumping on the board now. That means our magic number should be 9. Did you end up going to karaoke, Rickshaw Tom? I saw you were kicking around the idea on social media. Oh, and we got Waddy here as well. So our magic number should be 10 if everyone gets back in. I don't know if Waddy saw that finish of the last race. But Anya May stepped up and did some how daring thusly. Fuck a duck leaving the movie theater. So, oh, you saw Godzilla vs. Kong. Heard a 6 or so year old child exclaim to their mother, "Mommy, tomorrow can we watch the old Beetlejuice?" That's awesome. I didn't see anything, but I'm going to guess you, Eric, deserve. No, it wasn't me. It was Phoenix. Phoenix just unabashedly stole that 8th, but Anya May stepped up and how dared thusly. Also carrying my passport in the case we decide to visit them. Oh, cool. Yeah, maybe we can. We could go up to the that's super bougie 4DX theater and see Godzilla or something. Or just go get some poutine and say a boot a lot. All right, we got 8. We got 8 Marbs here. Who's holding out on us? We got Seema, Waddy, myself, HB, Mare Bear, CB Geek, Phoenix, and Anya May. I think Rickshaw Tom jumped in a little too early. So you're going to have to jump back on the board, Rickshaw Tom. You put your play in. Wait, did you put a play in? Yeah, I think you were just too early on it when you did. There's Rickshaw Tom on the board. That brings us up to 9. So who are we missing? We are missing Chris the Lamp. Paging Chris the Lamp. Are you going to roll with us again, sir? Paging Chris the Lamp. You're wanted at the service desk. I also told Tom that I found out that Bianca from Kenny vs. Spenny's a personal trainer out of a gym in Toronto. Are you saying we're going to Toronto to see Bianca? Maybe Tom can give her a ninja lesson. Just don't tell Spenny. I don't know, did we lose Lamp? Maybe he fell asleep watching the Hall of Fame ceremony. Waddy wants to know how everyone's doing today. Tell me quickly before the stream is over. All right, well, we may have to roll without Lamp. We got Seema, myself, Waddy, HB, Mare Bear, Rickshaw Tom, CB Geek, Phoenix, and Anya May. How's everyone doing? Earthquake. Tired. Rickshaw Tom had a very active day. Connecticut friends felt it too. Yeah, I have friends and family who felt it all the way up here. I didn't, which I'm disappointed about. I wish I had. All right, we're gonna get rolling here. We got Crystal Lamps being left behind. Sorry, friend. Yeah, right on the end of a late winter storm, right before an eclipse. Just throw an earthquake into it before the 100 trillion cicadas come out of the ground and all the other things. All right, driving through some of Aniva's electric curlers here. Not doing a whole lot to slow us down, though, but these steps sure are. I think we're going to have the whole field on a single step. We are. That's the whole field on a single... Nope, everyone except CP Geek. CP Geek's like, wait up, guys, wait up. Come on. Oh, no. CP Geek doesn't want to play with us anymore. Our first Yeetza Pizza. Getting some delicious Felinos. Can't say I blame you. Phoenix comes into town tomorrow, actually. So I'm getting up early to go through all the auditions and everything, and then I'll get back to town to be able to switch cars, unpack some stuff, and then have sufficient time to then go meet Phoenix at the bus station. Anya May leading the charge, though, but we got a heck of a pile of family jewels to smash through. World record on this course, 2 minutes 17 seconds. Speaking of Spenny, he's starting to... Yeah, I saw that post today. About how he's turning comments back on his posts. I'm doing well at the moment, Seema. We had Mexican food for dinner, my sister-in-law and her bestie and my mom. Then we went to a pretty good high school production of Shrek the Musical. The girl who played Donkey destroyed the entire theater with her talents. I have many pain waters I'm bringing. Excellent. Seema, though, leading the charge here, coming out of that icy mint-flavored Twizzler, but getting stuck in the Spinaroonie. Uh-oh. Phoenix taking the charge here. Rickshaw Tom stumbling a bit. Anya May getting a peddling by that Spinaroonie. Phoenix navigating another mint-flavored Twizzler. Wouldn't quite recommend that. But Phoenix... It yeeted you out of it! Phoenix, you got robbed! Well, did you get robbed? Because you just... Or did you do that on purpose to steal 8th again? What the heck is this thing doing? It's either dropping them in or spitting them out of the basket. Well, Rickshaw Tom got the W. Anya May second, your boy in third. Unfortunately, Phoenix, Mare Bear, and Seema have gone to Yitza Pizza despite the promise of a good finish there. Then we got HB and Waddy stuck back here. But here come the Flames of Oblivion. Oh no, HB hits the Flames of Oblivion for 5th place. Now it's Waddy racing the Flames, but now racing the Warp spot. Well, you'll get 4th regardless, which is half of 8th. No, Phoenix. Bad Phoenix. Phoenix, how dare! All the 8th are belong to me. Anya May got silver. Woo! Guess I wanted more Itza. Pizza too. All right, we're on to the halfway point here. Race number 3, Amazing Angelic Adventure. Exclamation point play. Will we get a Lamp back, or is Lamp asleep in his chair? We shall see. Exclamation point play. And the number of your choosing if you want a custom skin. Don't forget. 2 for Space Cat, 3 for Krabby Cakes, 4 for Purple Devil, 5 for Yitza Pizza, or 6 for Nice and Smooth. All right, we got spades and clubs and hearts and heart stars and horseshoes, clovers and blue moons, pots of golden rainbows, and the red balloons all over the place here. BRB, gotta get laundry. All right, no worries, you're on the board, so you are set. Oh, I guess I should get on the board too. All right, well, our magic number is 9, unless Crystal Lamp comes back, in which case it is 10. And anybody else hanging out lurking wants to jump on in, exclamation point play is all you gots to do. No, Phoenix, I claim your 8th. Phoenix just needs a win to get the hat trick. Yeah, we got 7. We got Phoenix, HB, myself, Waddy, Mare Bear, Anya May, and Rickshaw Tom. Looks like we're missing the CP Geeks, both of them. It looks like we're missing CB Geek, we're missing Seema. There you go, there's Seema. Now we're just missing CB Geek and possibly Crystal Lamp.
Paging CP Geek. You're wanted at the service desk. Paging Crystal Lamp. You are also wanted at the service desk. Thank you for shopping at Ames.
I don't know. Did CP Geek get distracted by a kitty, perhaps? Or something tasty, perhaps? I don't know. Oh, there's CP Geek. Psst, 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 call him Crystal Lamp. Oh, I think we know better than that. We know better than that. But again, a reminder for those who have not yet voted, Crystal Lamp is in the final 3, the finals of that beard contest he's in. So if he comes back, we'll have him share the link again. It was pinned, but that doesn't last forever. But he is in the finals. So if you haven't yet voted, then you can do. But regardless, he'll be in the top 3. So we can try to get him the dub. All right, well, we got the 9 of us here. Crystal Lamp is not amongst us, but we will roll anyway, because it is getting late, and your boy has got to get some sleep tonight. He doesn't like that on you. Well, I think that's why it was a joke. All right, heading on down here. See who's going to be the first one out the funnel. It's kind of a lot going on here. World record just shy of 3 minutes. 2 minutes, 59 seconds, and a little bit of change. Yeah, that's why I said kidding. CB Geek, first one out. Last Marb on the board, but the first one out. Getting ahead of steam here. Mayor Bear out second. Your boy third. Waddy fourth. And HB fifth. At least, whoa, where the heck y'all going? All right, well, looks like me and HB are going out for some Yeetza Pizza there. HB securing that eighth, keeping it safe for the Pact members. So there's no need for concern there. Where the heck? All right, Mayor Bear now in the lead, coming out of the labyrinth in an advantageous position. CB Geek down to second. Oh, but CB Geek, nope, back into first. All right, we're warping to somewhere. There we go. The Mayor Bear keeping it close. You got a deadly laser here, so you're going to want to watch out. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Mayor Bear, wreck yourself. Joining us at Felino's for some delicious Yeetza Pizza, though, so it's still worthwhile. CB Geek, Rickshaw Tom, Anya May, there's your top three. Phoenix just dropping onto the board there. Just dancing past that deadly laser. Oh no, Seema hitting the deadly laser, joining us for some Yeetza Pizza. Oh, there's more deadly lasers. Oh, CB Geek already made it. That was a very slow tumble dryer. All right, well, tumble dryer of despair. Rickshaw Tom joining us for some Yeetza Pizza. Oh, there you are. CB Geek way down there through that delicious granite-flavored Twizzler. Yum, yum. Well, there's more where that came from. We got Anime, Waddy, and Phoenix all in that very slow tumble dryer of despair. CB Geek making it through that other granite-flavored Twizzler. Looks like CB Geek has this one in the bag. Unless something truly disastrous happens, then it's just an easy coast to victory here for CB Geek. All right, looks like Waddy's in second. Anya May, I believe, is in third. And CB Geek is going to make it official here. With the official W, CB Geek pulls it off. Anya May and Waddy here. Waddy, though, locking in that second. Anya May in third. Phoenix back there in fourth. Everyone else enjoying some delicious Yeetza Pizza. So in that sense, we are all winners on this blessed day. Waddy officially locks in that sexy silver. Here comes Anya May for third. Plenty of time there. I don't know, the Flames of Oblivion are moving pretty quick, but I think Phoenix will be fine. No need to put any sweat or stress into those Flames of Oblivion. You're fine. You're fine. And there we go. CB Geek with the W. Waddy second, Anya May third, Phoenix in fourth, Rickshaw Tom fifth, Seema sixth, Mayor Bear seventh, HB securing eighth for the Pact, and your boy in ninth in dead last. All right, moving on to the penultimate race, number 4 to 5. Almost joyful finish. Exclamation point play. I award my second to Anya. All right, exclamation point play, everybody. And don't forget the number if you'd like a custom skin. Exclamation point 2 for Space Cat, 3 for Krabby Cakes, 4 for Purple Devil, 5 for Yeetza Pizza, and 6 for Nice Smooth Balls. What is the texture on this? It's all sparkly. It's all magical. Oh, I see. It's like ice. Okay. Needs more traced rays. What's happening?
Mayor Bear Panda Booty just re-enlisted for 30 months.
Mayor Bear! Thank you for the 30 months, my dear. Hearts, hugs, and loves to you for 30 months. All right, we got 6 of us on the board. 9 is our magic number. 10 if Crystal Lamp comes back to us. All right, we got Rickshaw Tom, myself, Wadi, Anyame, HB, Seema, and Phoenix. If I didn't say your name, you're not yet on the board. So looks think we're missing CB Geek and Mare Bear. Although we did get that resub from Mare Bear. But that just means we especially don't want to roll without her. World record on this course, 2 minutes, 9 seconds. We're not doing quite as well on the world record front this time around as we were last time, but that's okay. You can't always win a world record. Paging CB Geek. You're wanted on the service desk for Marbles on Stream. Paging CB Geek. And paging Mare Bear. We don't want to roll without you, dear, but we will. Paging Mare Bear. Plop those marbs on the service desk.
And thank you for shopping at Ames.
And Crystal Lamp, if you're out there. Crystal Lamp, if you're out there. We'd love to have you back for these last couple of races. My legs got me walking like Frankenstein. Well, if anything, with all the exercise and all the fresh air and everything you got in the last, like, 24, 36 hours, one would assume you sleep real fucking good tonight. So for all my neurodivergent fidgeters, I bought Pen Magnetic Fidgeters, and it's fucking awesome! If you've got a link to them, feel free to share them in the chat so we can take a peek at them. Yeah, I don't know. Paging CB Geek. We don't want to roll without you, but we will. Paging CB Geek and paging Mare Bear. We need at least one of them. Otherwise, we're going to have to roll without 8. Ply. 4 ply. How the fuck was Godzilla vs. Kong so fucking... Did you not think it was just absolutely ridiculous? Like, fucking Godzilla suplexing Kong off the top of the Great Pyramid? Like, did you not go like, what the fuck? Absolutely. All right, we got CB Geek on the board. We do not have Mare Bear, though. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to roll without you, at least for this race, my dear. I'm sorry, but time is a-ticking, and your boy guys got to be getting to bed. But at a certain point, you just go, 'cause why not? Yeah, I mean, it was fun. It... But that fun came with a lot of ridiculousness. But maybe that's, you know, part of the fun. But also, like, it's just such a different movie than, like, Godzilla -1. But I guess this is good that, you know, they weren't really the same movie. Because Godzilla -1 was just, like, a really great piece of cinema. And this was just kind of like a fucking action movie with big monsters in it and stuff exploding. Tom, the kid who played Pinicio in the show, reminded me of your energy. Love that weapon. I posted one of the 2 links. All right, thank you, Anya May. He was the best boy in the show. Yay! And sang and spoke in Pinicio falsetto the whole time. Very well done. Where can I watch Godzilla -1? I'd assume it's streaming somewhere. At least you'd think it would be at this point. I mean, it won some Academy Awards. I'd hope it'd be streaming somewhere. Thank you for sharing the links, Anya May. If anybody's interested in some cool fidgety things, make sure to check those links out. Seema leading the charge, though. Here comes CB Geek, though, making it a race. Getting hung up on those family jewels just a little bit. Seema sticking to that lead. Here comes a single peg point here. Could be problematic, but it's just fine. Seema treating it like a bike ramp. Oh, but here comes Phoenix. Whole field here. That family jewel is an equalizer. Oh, Phoenix rolling out of that in first place. HB second. CB Geek in third. Seema was leading the charge, but is now down to 5th, unfortunately. Oh, here. Come on. Come on. This way. Come on, everybody. All right. That was another freaking equalizer. We're full of them this time around. Now Anya May's moved into first place. Phoenix down to second. HB third. Wadi in fourth. Oh, here's what the heck finish is that? That's new. I've never seen a finish like this. Okay, Anya May with the W. Phoenix second. HB third. Wadi fourth. Ya boy fifth. CB Geek sixth. Rickshaw Tom 7th. But Anya May with that W. And CP Geek with that overall 8th. Oh no, chat broke. You were hitting play like 4 times. Oh, I'm sorry, Mayor Bear. Well, at least we got one more race here. But Anya May first, Phoenix second, HB third, Wadi fourth, Ya boy 5th, Seema in 6th, Rickshaw Tom 7th, and CP Geek in 8th. Does that mean I have a hat trick? Do you have a... I stole Phoenix's... Could be. CP Geek out there. Unfortunately, oh, no, Wadi says the ceiling doesn't count. But there's one more race, one more chance to get one. Risky jump. And it's risky jumping finale for our last race. Exclamation point play. Let's get everyone back on the board. We don't want anyone to miss out. Apparently updating the chat last week wasn't good enough, and I have to update again. Boo! Everybody shake your fists angrily at Mayor Bear's chat so it works right. Shake harder, boy! Even within the pact, if I am given an 8th, it doesn't count towards a hat trick for me. It's like getting an honorary degree. Boo! I mean, it's Wadi's pack. Wadi can make the rules. Wadi could make the rules, but I think that's a very gracious way to do it. To have it not be an official hat trick. All right, well, we got 8 of us on the board. Exclamation point play. We don't want anyone to miss out. We got Rickshaw Tom, Mayor Bear, Phoenix, Wadi, Seema, HB, myself, and Anya May. We're just missing CB Geek and potentially Crystal Lamp. But I don't know. I think Crystal Lamp might be down for the count at this point. Hello. And then, as I remembered earlier in the stream, I have, if y'all remember a month ago when I had my flight fiasco and got almost stranded in Atlanta, I still have a flight voucher I have to use before it expires, and I have about 60 days to fly. So I'll have to figure out where I'm going to go on a little adventure to use that just before the start of my theater season. Paging CB Geek.
We don't want to roll without you. CP Geek. Paging CP Geek. Paging Crystal Lamp one last time. Paging Crystal Lamp one last time. One last time.
Seattle. Oh, I've never been there. Could be. Stranded in Atlanta. Now that's a song. Sounds like a country song. Go to Seattle and visit Lacey. I could. That is a potential. Oh, yes, Anya May. Can you just message me your mailing address again? I'm sure I could pull it up, but that'll just be easier for me. Thank you. All right, are we going to get CP Geek in for the last race? We shall see.
Nice music.
I don't know. We may have to roll without you, CB Geek. We may have to roll without you. We've at least got Mare Bear in for this last race. We're going to do roll call one more time. We are Rickshaw Tom, Mare Bear, Phoenix, Waddy, Seema, HB, myself, and Anya May. If it wasn't for the fact that I really got to get to sleep, then I'd stick around a little longer. But unfortunately, that's the way the cookie crumbles tonight. There we go, CB Geek. I knew if I babbled long enough. All right. Whew, now we're only leaving behind Crystal Lamp, but I'm pretty sure Crystal Lamp's fallen asleep at this point. So, all right, here we go on the last race. All right, a lot of orange in this one. Something orange. Something orange. Seema, first one out again. Seema's had pretty good luck of being first one off the line. Here comes Anya May and Phoenix rounding out your top three. We've got 3 lanes of travel, though. Is one better than the other? We shall see. Seema is, though, leading the way. Phoenix, though, not that far behind. Oh, we got a massive pegboard here. Oh, Phoenix going around the outside, round the outside, round the outside, and moving into first place. Seema stumbling a bit. Here comes Rickshaw Tom, though, scooting around the outside, getting around Anya May. Phoenix, though, taking that first place spot. Here comes Rickshaw Tom sliding ahead of Seema into second. Oh, Phoenix, though, found the central cannon. Oh, is unable to stick the landing. That would have been amazing there. Oh, Jesus, that was loud. That was a big bada boom. Oh, and that caused Seema to go for Yisa Pizza as well. And taking that final 8th. Rickshaw Tom now in first place. A big bada boom. But Rickshaw Tom, though, was undercover and managed to hold on. But there's another explosive down there. What's going to happen? Oh! Denied. HB, Anya May, and Waddy heading off for some Yitza Pizza as well. Only Mare Bear, myself, and CP Geek remain. Oh, Mare Bear off for Yitza Pizza. Only me and CP Geek remain. Actually, looking at the upper right, nobody has finished this race yet. There is no record set. Nobody has made it to the end yet. Nobody is finished. Well, I guess we'll see. It's up to me and CP Geek. If one of us makes it, then that's a world record, regardless of what it is. Everybody else succumbed to the big bada booms. All right, onto the pegboard here. Your boy going around the outside, CP Geek taking a risk, going in the middle, survives, but lost first. All right, heading into the tumble dryer of despair down here. Unless there's more big bada booms down here, I think there's a chance one of us is going to set this world record here. I considered firing up my own stream, but I'm watching the last 2 episodes of Shoresy. Oh, no worries. Crystal Lamp did redeem a Guide the Raid, but if he's not still here, maybe I should... I don't know. We'll see. If people redeem things like that and then they aren't here for them, I feel weird about doing them, you know? But he redeemed Guide the Raid over to BMD Bud, who's doing a 24-hour stream. We're in Tumble Dryer number 2, Electric Tumbaloo. Whoever drops out of here is going to be in a very opportunistic spot. And it's CB Geek! Moving past the metal swing and the wacky waving inflatable arm filling tube men for the world record. It is CB Geek. Locking that in. Here comes your boy, though. At least making it a race. At least making it a race for that sexy silver. World record has been set.
Excellent!
3 minutes, 44 seconds for CB Geek. Well done. Well done. Your boy in second, 3 minutes, 50 seconds. Everyone else offers a pizza. Seema stealing that overall 8th. Oh, Devil Skate, nice to see you, friend. right as we're closing up shop for the night, though, unfortunately. We're going to head on over to Victory Valley, see who stands tall, stands proud, going home with all the gold, glory, and bragging rights. Yeah, I gotta run auditions in the morning, so unfortunately I gotta be up bright and early in order to get there to heat the place up before people start showing up to audition. All right, well, in third place, though, going home with LeBrons, we've got... Hey, it's your boy! I'll take a third, even if third is a turd sometimes. In second place, going home with Silver, Sexy Silver, is none other than... Anya May! Anya May got silver! Which is especially important because it's Anya May's favorite. And in first place, going home with all the gold, all the glory, all the bragging rights, is the most...
Excellent!
CP Geek! Setting that world record, winning that last race, making it all worth it. CP Geek, 85 points, 2 Ws. Just a hair ahead of Anya May, who is, I'm sure, incredibly content with that second place Sexy Silver finish. 83 points, 1 W there. Silver, silver, silver! Devil's Gate's been lurking all night by using your other monitor. All right, cool. I always appreciate a good lurk. And your boy third, 76-0. Rickshaw Tom, 41-1 in fourth. Waddy in fifth, 36-0. HB 6, 27-0. Seema, 7th, 21-1. Phoenix! I don't know, Phoenix called his shot, saying he was stealing all the 8ths. Looks like he did. Stole the overall 8th as well, 18-0. Crystal Lamp only rolled with us once, but got 9th, 0 in Zamo. And Mare Bear, unfortunately, didn't get any points or place as well, rounding out the pack here with Zimp and Zamp. I told you all your 8th are belong to me. Phoenix out there. That was weird. All right, but of course, we are all Excellent. On this blessed day. So a round of applause for everyone. Thanks for rolling along. Thanks for playing at home. Thanks for just hanging out for this slightly unconventional, just chat and stream, just having a chill, quick little stream on a Friday night. So we didn't play Golden Sun as we normally would have done, but again, I got to peace out early, like I've been saying. So we're gonna shut down here and get me to finish up a couple other quick things and get myself into bed so I can get up and not be completely zombified tomorrow. But thank you everybody for jumping on in and hanging out. No, Phoenix, no! Battle for 8th going on in the chat. No, I stole it! But yes, travel safe tomorrow, Phoenix. And next time you see us, Phoenix will be in the same roof, under the same roof. And yeah, so we're going to have some interesting streams next week. I at least one of them is going to be related to revisiting some of our classic, legendary Eric Don't Eat That products, so that so that Phoenix can try some of them out, and who knows what other shenanigans we may get into. But it's going to be fun, so I hope you'll tune in and check it out and enjoy it. We will have a setup available so that if Phoenix wants to stream on his regular days, he will be able to. But of course, it's up to Phoenix if he wants to. Phoenix turned to co-host. Good luck with auditions. Thank you, Audie. Yeah, it should be good. Should be fun. We got some bunch of new folks coming. So, fingers crossed. Remember that time we came by on your birthday? I do remember that. All right, since Crystal Lamp isn't here, I'm not going to take his points to guide the raid. Last time we crossed streams with a rating out Lacey, so we're gonna try to do this again, and hopefully, since it's a little earlier in the night, it'll be a more successful raid. So let's give Miss Lacey a raid for real this time, and yeah. So I will, we'll let you all know when Phoenix arrives and what our plans are going to be for the next week. There's going to be lots of fun streams and lots of things going on. But for now, though, your boy's going to get to bed. Thank you, everybody, for popping by. And as always, we just got to leave you with the very simple, very positive, very awesome everything, all the hugs, all the loves, all the hearts, and the words of Gerard Way. So long and good night. So long and good night.
And butthole pleasures.
It's not about butthole pleasures.
It's not about butthole pleasures, but it's about a raid over to Miss Lacey. So snooze in the chat if you got them, and I'll see you next time.
Welcome in, Cheese and Raiders. I know it's you, Eric. Don't worry. Welcome in, Eric and Raiders. How was your stream? Hello. Badger. How are you, you sweet bean? Good to see you. Anya May. Hello. Good to see you, gorgeous.
You, loved one, have had a recent accident involving marital aids. You may be entitled to financial compensation. Oh, yeah.
Say less. Say less.
Here at Jenkins & Jenkins Law Firm know just what it takes to get back on that proverbial horse.